Oh, wow. Maybe there might be a solo Lee episode. Could you imagine?
Never.
No. You wouldn't do like
record
a Bill
minute
Burr.
and a half of something, and then that's the next episode.
If you did, you wouldn't. Even if I dropped off everything, you wouldn't set up anything. I know you'd just download a recorder app on your phone and talk like this. Zanker's out today.
Fucking this, fucking that.
Fucking this.
Fucking that. That's your impression of Lee. Fucking this and fucking that.
My favorite impression that anybody's ever been able to do of me was Sankers.
Oh, yeah?
Sankers,
What was it?
He didn't say anything. It was just grunty, like,
That's my impression.
I find that's when when Lee is in a really foul mood.
Yeah.
But not quite to the point of anger, but just on the verge, you know what I mean?
I've only seen Lee in a good mood when other people were in a foul mood. Yeah. Like, I've never seen him be happy with other people being happy. What a psychopath. Fucking
You actually feed off of people's misery.
He does. Yeah. He does. It's probably not healthy, but it's funny.
Well, you think it's not healthy, but look at him. He's still got his looks, his charms. He works a good job. Like, you know what I mean?
thanks, God.
Okay.
You're welcome.
All right.
I couldn't have done it without you, baby.
Let's calm down on he works a good job. He just got a job after like a fucking 1 year hiatus.
No. But that was by choice, because before that, by all rights, this man should be homeless. And he keeps falling ass backwards into not exactly fast food, but a cut above, like a decent paying job that you can live off of in Toronto. And I'm like, how do you fucking do it?
Somehow I know this is bothering Vince so bad. It's almost like he wants me to be on the streets. That's what would make sense to him.
You know who Vince is? What was his name? Cameron, like Ferris Bueller's best friend in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. He doesn't understand how good his friend's life is. Yeah. It's just great, everything.
I could so see Vince in that scene where he's in his bed. Where Cameron is just depressed looking at the ceiling.
I'm glad, though, because at the same time, there's been times in my life where I've been worried. This is like going back a really, really long time. Like, how long?
Make sure you're talking into the mic, God.
Fuck you. But yeah, no. But I'm just always glad he's able to work. But by all rights, he shouldn't.
He shouldn't, yeah.
He took the year and a half off during COVID out of choice, right? You didn't want to find another job. You're like, I'm going to ride this Serb shit out.
He's an entrepreneur.
Yeah. And he told me, I'm like, what are you up to nowadays? It's like, living the dream. I'm like, you actually are.
The dream. Every dirtbag says that.
But he meant it.
Dirtbag. When you ask him how's it going, you go, living the dream.
It was the summer of George.
As I'm wearing like knockoff Ray-Bans. Like I'm just living the dream, baby.
Yeah, you do that where you put your sunglasses down, living the dream.
Right down my nose.
Every day that Lee woke up was like the beginning of Shrek when he comes out and showers and is having a good time. I mean, it tore me up inside because I'm going to my shitty job and he's sitting there playing video games all the time.
I thought he was going to say, I'm going to my shitty job, then coming home to my shitty wife and shitty kid.
No.
That's where I was leaning into.
That'd have been brilliant.
Lee, during that period, it was basically what I imagined a lottery winner is like for like a year and a half. Who doesn't know how to manage his money?
Well, I had that realization and weird because I thought I was like not depressed, but just unhappy with the whole situation. Yeah. And then I was just in the middle of playing MLB, and then I'm like, all I've been doing is eating takeout, playing video games, and fucking random women. Dude, I feel
how bad can it be?
I feel like a success. Why did I think this was shit? This is great. I don't want COVID to ever end.
I know. I've recently been trying to like rejig my fucking head to think like, hey, if you're paying your bills and you do things you like, that's it. But you think like I have to save this money or whatever, and that would be nice to give it to like to living family members after you die. But really, fuck them. Like it's just you're living your good life. No, but who gives a fuck?
Let me ask you a question, Sanker.
Yeah.
I've already asked Lee this, and I already know the answer. But for you specifically, do you have like a retirement plan?
I mean, because my work made it really easy.
They did, right? Okay, yeah. That's good. Every time I've asked Lee, I'm like, you don't want to be working in your 60s, right?
Yeah.
And he was like, I'll figure it out when I get there. much like the tax issue from a few years ago.
Can you imagine what an asshole he'll be in his 60s?
Oh my God.
Like when life is actually beating him down, he's not going to get more pleasant.
He'd be the greatest Walmart greeter ever.
That's where it's going, man. I was caught napping in the boardroom today.
In the boardroom, they're coming in.
If he had his feet up on the table, that'd be funny.
He kicks off his fucking Vans.
This is what I was wearing. Like, people are just starting to come back to the office.
Yeah.
And I was just not feeling, I was just sleepy today. And the boardroom meeting has like this big cushiony like couch type thing. So I just laid on that and just fell asleep. And then some like Vince's dream girl, some Asian chick walks in and starts testing out all these plugs. And she's like, "Oh, so sorry." And
She didn't have an accent. There's no way she had an accent. That's just racist. But keep going. She didn't.
I think you're right. She didn't.
She didn't. None of them sound like, like that's not what. All right, keep going. So she pokes you, I guess.
Well, no, I just wake up because when the door opens and shuts, it makes a big banging noise. So I'm just laying there and just staring at her, like, and she didn't even notice me right away. So I just got up, grabbed my hoodie that I was using as a pillow, dust that off. Like, I'm Oscar, by the way.